Hello people, all you book lovers. Yeah, it's Friday. It's time to talk about the book I read this week. And what year is it from? It's from, what year is it? It's, let's see, 1979. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a science fiction book club too. So I've had this book since 1979. Yeah. I don't know, Bob. That's me. I've got so many books. Some I read when I get them, some I put in the shelf and don't read them to 30 or 40 years later, which is a long friggin' time. Anyway, it's another story. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. It's dark here. I got my tree up, but I'm not finished decorating it. It's a work in progress. I got some of my other decorations up, but anyway, this is Han Solo. Solo? Yeah, Solo. Star's End. It's called Star's End. It's a novel by Brian Daley. Daley? I think I have another one of his books, Han Solo. From the Adventures of Luke Skywalker, based on characters and situations created by George Lucas. Yeah, the only two in here is Han Solo and Chewbacca, right? There's nobody else from Star Wars in this. Somehow, Han managed to lift his head. He could make out through the machine's rough ride in the distance, the knot of Espos bearing his friend away, a prisoner. He clawed at the metal under him to throw himself off the machine, to go back. Reckon was on him instantly, pinning his arms with a strength of intensity that were frightening. He's my friend, Han grimaced. Anyway, Han Solo. He gets mixed up. Of course, he's always mixed up in something, right? So he comes across one of his friends, right? The dealer and, all this secondhand stuff and, people and stuff that other people steal, and he goes and meets this girl right on this planet. Her name's Jess, and she's missing her father. Her father's gone. Nobody knows where her father is. Plus, he finds out later on that there's other people that are missing. They just disappeared. And some people are wondering where they went, and other people are like, they're gone. So that's what this book is all about, right? That Han tries to find out where Jess, his father, went. So there's a lot of excitement in it. It's a fun read, and it's a book club. Well, science fiction book club, yeah. Han Solo was a tramp fighter captain, a smuggler, and a freelance lawbender when it suited him. Together with his Wookiee pal, Chewbacca, he roamed the galaxy in the starship, an Millennium Falcon, owing nothing to anyone, human, droid, or otherwise. If the Authority took a dim view of some of his activities, well, that was the Authority's problem, or so Han Solo thought. Then the Authority informed him he would have to bring the Millennium Falcon up to certain specific technical standards, safety standards, they had said, but Han knew better. He also knew a safe planet where Doc fixed up starships, no questions asked, and turned a blind eye to super sophisticated jamming equipment he might find on a pig freighter, on an old freighter. I don't know where I got pig from. Unfortunately, Doc had disappeared totally. His daughter, Jessica, was willing to make the necessary repairs on the Millennium Falcon. She was even willing to provide Han with a waiver that would keep investigators out of his starship for a long time. All Han and Chewbacca had to do was pick up some undercover agents at the Authority data center on Orin 3 and then find Jess's father. Han wasn't particularly thrilled with the idea, but he didn't have much choice. Only the knowledge that as soon as this little pickup and delivery job was finished, they would be free for a long, long time made the mission bearable. So, 1979, Han Solo at Star's End. And this is by Brian Daley, a Del Rey book. So yeah, 1979, manufactured in the United States of America. All rights reserved under the International and Pan American Copyright Conventions. Published in the United States by Ballantine Books, a division of Random House, New York, and simultaneously in Canada by Ballantine Books of Canada Limited, Toronto, Canada. So there you go. That's the book I read this week. And for you people that like pictures, there is no pictures in it. I'm just joking with you. Yeah, no pictures. But it's a good book, a good read. I finally got around to reading it, so there you go. And my nephew, Tom, collects Star Wars stuff. He's got all kinds of stuff, so when I'm finished reading this and the other one that I have, I'm going to give him the books of Star Wars. Pay it forward. I'm going to give them to my nephew, my sister's boy, Tom. He's a Star Wars collector. So Tom, this is for you, although you'll probably never see this video, but I'm giving this to you. All right, people, that's the book I read this week. Han Solo at Star's End. Anybody read it? Does anybody have this? I've had it for a long time. I think I was living on Salter Street when I got this book, probably down at, Torontonians know this, Broadview and Queen Street. That's where Salter Street is. When I was living there, that's where I got this book in 1979. Yes. See, I'm old. You can tell by the gray beard. Anyway, that's it, people. Talk to you next week on the book I read.